Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Saturday check-in. It is November 15th, 2025, and isn't it a fabulous time to be alive? So, if you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, and then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme. And check out the podcast that is updated every Thursday. Make sure you follow me on TikTok for TikTok Tuesdays, little 10-minute segment that I do every week. And then head on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to give the blog some love. And follow me on all the other social medias and check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto 365 Daily Affirmations at www.cdsthebook.com. So, on the tailcoat of the little intro for the book, as of today, my book has been published for 1 year, and it has been an amazing, fantastic year. The first consumers were able to get their hands on the book December 18th. But today is the day that I sent it off to publishing, and it came back and I got my author copy. So really super excited about that. Another big yay moment is that Hello Cupcake It's Me as my brand has officially been around for 16 years. And also following on the tailcoat of that intro with isn't it a fabulous time to be alive? The Epstein Files and Trump and Bubba. That's all I'm gonna say. Just But if anyone was interested in looking that up for themselves, it's House Oversight 303719. So yeah, you can find all that juicy gossip at houseoversight.gov. So yeah, 030719. I'm sorry, I got it wrong the first time around. So, anyways, yeah, fun times with that. Can understand why those files weren't wanting to be released. So, as of recording right now, it is we'll just say 1:30 in the afternoon. I got up today and I was like, you know what, damn it. I'm just going to go have a me day where I don't have an agenda, I don't have a schedule, I don't have shit, but all I want to do. So, got up, brushed my hair out, and I went into town and I went to the farmer's market and I got myself a big bag of these beautiful little red apples. I think she said they were called Belmac apples. And the lady that I bought these from made apple cider out of them. And oh my God, they were so stinking good. These I got a couple of these apples last week because she just had like a little free bushel out. And it was just like, take one, share two type situation. But she didn't have the bushel out this week, but she did have an entire bag of these, and I was like, yes. The most I've ever spent on apples, it was $10 for a not even a really large bag, but farmer's market. I don't know what she's going through. She may be a SNAP recipient, who knows, but I felt good utilizing what money I had available to me for supporting a local farmer. And I am ecstatic about these apples. I also got myself a big bag of shiitake mushrooms, $10. Like, I was really happy about that. Um, what else did I get? I got a medium sized thing of broccoli. Just kind of a small crown of broccoli, freshly picked out of someone's little garden, and got myself two heads of garlic. I wanted like organic farm to table garlic, because every year I make fermented garlic, or I'm sorry, fermented honey. And I went there specifically for the objective of getting these apples and trying to find the honey person, but alas, the honey person was not there. So I got to find myself a good thing of honey somewhere. And what you do is, if you make fermented honey, you need preferably local, raw, unfiltered honey. It could be with the comb or without the comb, but you don't want it processed. You don't want anything else. Just 100% raw, local, organic, if you can, honey. I personally like the clover honey, or but whatever you have available to you, and then you take a couple of cloves of garlic. You can mince them up. I usually leave them whole, but I'll take them and I'll at least split them down the sides and like do long chops on them and throw it in there. And then, like I said, a couple of whole cloves, and fill up a jar with it, seal it, stick it somewhere where it's going to be not too hot, not too cold. You want it to be just like that perfect Goldilocks temperature. So you could stick it in your spice cabinet, like above your stove. You could put it in a cabinet, like above your refrigerator. Anywhere where it's kind of dark and warm. And you let it sit for a minimum of a month. But once you start seeing it get kind of watery and fizzy, then that's when it's good for you. And that is really amazing for like when you're sick, just taking a drink of it, taking a couple of tablespoons of it, adding it into your coffee. It does have a pungent like garlic taste to it. So the coffee thing is a little like at first. Or if you like tea, just add a tablespoon or two into some tea. What I like to do is I like to make a medicine balm, and I will do like chamomile tea or a green tea or oolong, something like that, but something that is somewhat medicinal. And I will add in the fermented honey, some elderberry syrup that I make, and just a little bit of sweetener on top of that. Because, like I said, even though it is honey, it still has kind of like this garlic taste to it. And it comes out very earthy, very strong, and very good. So, yeah, I usually have 2 or 3 mayonnaise-sized jars or glass pasta jars filled with that throughout the year, and it keeps indefinitely because it's honey and garlic, and both of those are antimicrobial and antifungal. So the two of them together are amazing. And when I make up my elderberry tonic, I usually will put them in some vodka, or I will put it into vegetable glycerin and heat the glycerin up. Not quite to a boil, but just hot enough to extract some of that flavor and the goodness out of the elderberries. And I'm just now remembering I was supposed to go by the co-op to get some more elderberries. And as I was driving by the co-op on my way back from the farmer's market, I was like, what the hell do I need here? I can't think of it now. I'll go back by like Monday or Tuesday or whatever. So, anyways, yeah. So there's all that. And for dinner tonight, I am making up a pot of beans with a ham bone shank. When I went grocery shopping last weekend, I bought myself a spiral sliced ham and broke that down into individual little bags, and then left the ham bone with a significant amount of meat on it still. And so I put that in a pot with navy beans, garlic, pepper, onion, fresh onion and powdered onion, powder garlic powder, and some carrots that I got from the farmer's market last week. And when I go to serve it up tonight, I'm going to slice up some of those shiitakes and throw those in there also, and have myself some ham and beans. So enough about my menu. The next thing I wanted to just take a moment and talk to you about is like the fitness challenges that I've been undergoing. So if you follow me on Instagram or pretty much any of my social media platforms, I have been talking about all of the different fitness programs that I've been doing and the challenges that I've been going through, both physical challenges and the virtual challenges. And I also joined this program called Million or Million Meal, Million Meals. Sorry. So what you do is you sign up for the program. It's completely free, and I still need to look into this. But anyways, it ends on November 26th. But every mile that you do, it either donates one meal or donates 10 meals. That's where I'm unclear. And so far, I've had to increase my mileage on that. So I've already done the 10 miles that you start off with, and it asked me would I like to increase to 20 miles to help to feed more people. I was like, yeah, I'm already doing that. So as of last night, I was 16 or 18 miles into that new challenge. No, 19.5. So anyways, I am doing my best to try to provide to other people. I'm already walking, I'm already doing all my exercises and stuff, trying to just get prepared for my big hike through or whatever. And so I wanted to show you some of the medals that I have achieved so far. And this is 100% dopamine. And it's giving me a sense of self and a sense of like pride and of just making things like, yeah, I did that. I earned this. And, there is a fee associated with it, and being low income, it's really difficult for me to have any additional money here, there, or anywhere in between. And so what I've been doing is okay, well, this month I don't need this. So like last month I went without buying toilet paper because I had bought a huge thing of toilet paper a month before that. So I still had over 12 rolls left. And I was like, okay, so that's $13 that I don't need right there. I don't need to buy another bag of food for my cat because I bought that last month, and it takes him about 2.5, 3 months to go through a big 20-pound bag of food. So I was like, there's $30 right there. There's the money that I can use this month to join this challenge. Well, one of the challenges that I did was for the American Cancer Society. And this is very close, near, and dear to me because my sister had stage 3 breast cancer. My cousin is currently going through colorectal cancer treatment. And when they were in there, they found that it had spread to her bladder, her ovaries, and into her breast tissue. So they took out the aggressive part in her colon. They had to leave a little bit of it on the bladder because it had attached itself. And so she's undergoing chemo. I don't know if she's doing radiation. I just know she's undergoing chemo right now and fighting like a champ and making it look easy. And I know that it's not. All of my aunts have had some form of cancer. I lost a cousin. Oh, I've lost 2 cousins to cancer. One when she was 18, the other one when she was about 30. The one who passed away at 30, she had lupus, which is a type of cancer. And she was so sick toward the end, she just couldn't do it any longer. My grandma, she had skin cancer. There's just not, thankfully my grandmother was able to get her skin cancer removed and it didn't metastasize and go crazy. But, it's scary. And being a male and approaching my 50s, I'm worried about colon cancer, or prostate cancer. And so this next year for my birthday, guess who's getting a colonoscopy? Because they want men to start doing colonoscopies around 45, and well, next birthday I will be 45. So anyways, this is this isn't the first medal that I received or the first thing I did, but this is for the American Cancer Society, and it's interactive. The little swimmer goes back and forth, and I was only supposed to do a 5K for this, which is 3.1 miles. I ended up doing 35.9 miles for this, and they actually sent me out 2 of these medallions. So that was really awesome. But I love the fact that it's interactive. You got your little swimmer going here, and was something really special for me and made me feel really good, especially, on the heels of hearing about my cousin having cancer. The very first challenge I did was the Fall 50 challenge, and I got this patch. And what the Fall 50 challenge is I had to walk 50 miles from September 1st to October 31st. And then I got this beautiful patch. This is all embroidered and just amazing. And it's iron on. When I get my very first hiking backpack, this bad boy is going right on there, and I'm just going to stitch it into place. And then when that backpack is no longer any good, I'm going to cut this out and frame it. I still may frame it. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with this as of yet, but it's just kind of hanging out there like, yeah, a bitch did that. And this was my very first challenge, and that's what hooked me. Was like, the fuck yeah, I did 50 miles in like 2 months. And it was actually less than 2 months. I think by September 27th, I had already completed the 50-mile challenge, because I try to do 2 to 3 miles a day. But this was my first one. So my very first one and my first medal. So my first patch and my first medal. My second medal that I did was for suicide awareness and prevention. And you know that I talk about my mental health quite a bit, and I've talked about like the fact that I have been suicidal in the past, and I am a very strong advocate for mental health awareness. I'm an advocate. I am a lived life experience. I'm an author, and that's what this goes to. So this was my second medal called Choose Light. And this is absolutely beautiful. I got this through VPS.fit, and I did the full marathon for this. So your choices are 5K, 10K, 13.1, or 26.2. And I did the 26.2 all the way up. So, this is a substantial medal. And then on the back it says finisher, and then the different numbers that you could do. This one means a lot to me. So much so to the point that I was actually thinking about having this design tattooed on me. I want to get a semicolon tattoo. And I think that this would just be kind of amazing to have something like that. The other thing I'm thinking about is, if it's not this particularly, I want the phrase, remember your why, and the semicolon somewhere incorporated in there. And if you don't know what the semicolon stands for, the Semicolon Project started as a way of being a universal sign to other suicide survivors that your story doesn't stop here, that it continues. And so there's a lot of meaning behind the semicolon, just in general and for myself. And I think that would be like an amazing first tattoo, especially on my wrist or somewhere on my forearm where I could see it. And it would probably be on my right hand, because I'm right-handed and I look at this arm way more than I ever really look at this arm. Then the next thing that I got in between those two is I got this band here. This wasn't really for a race or anything, but it's an inspirational journey thing. And I got this from Zox, and this is made from plastic found in the ocean. And on the inside it says Sol and Luna, or Sol y Luna. And to me, what this represents is night and day. Literally, no matter what I'm going throughout the day, at night I have the chance to rest and recuperate and then come back through the day. So since getting this, I have not taken it off, except for to like show it off to people, and I keep it on there. I have this pride bracelet on here for all of my friends that are part of the LGBTQIA community, to show solidarity and to, just, I'm a safe space, basically, is what this represents for people. I need to get a different one because it's starting to fray and break, but for right now, I have my LGBT bracelet on. And then this is the newest medal that I just received for doing my Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. And this one was really special to me also because my mom, she collects Day of the Dead iconography, and it was a way of me just like connecting with my past also, and honoring those who have come before me, and having that like connection to familial ties and the bonds and all that other stuff. And look at that gorgeous bitch. This is all metal, and this is all detailed, sunken in. None of this is flat. This is all, like, you can see some of the detailed curvature, but very, very beautiful. And then it's got this nice Tyvek thing that says Day of the Dead on there. And then on the back it says Day of the Dead VPS.fit, which is where I do my fitness challenges through. And I don't know if this is coming out backwards on your end, but on my end, this says 11.2K finisher. And I've actually done 32.5 miles total. So this one is, like I said, very special to me. And look at that. That's freaking significant. I'm a big dude, so that's significant size. And, you know, each one of these medals is like a work of art and just reminds me of why I'm pushing myself, why I'm doing these things. And I'm very award oriented, or at least the part of my brain or the the personality that is really enjoying these right now is reward motivated. So starting Tuesday or Wednesday of this coming week, I am going to be doing a 5K for Thanksgiving, and I will be revealing that medal on Wednesday or next Saturday. But yeah, really fun, really excited about that. I've already submitted my mileage for that, and so I just got a notification yesterday that it should be here Tuesday. So kind of excited. And then I just got to find one to do for Christmas, and I found one that I really want to do. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that one or if it's going to be another one. But I really love the metal. So anyways, I know that we are going way over 20 minutes here, and I'm sorry, just have a lot to talk about today. So I'm just going to finish up with some quick little things that I haven't covered yet. Last night while cleaning, I found my Nintendo DS, and I thought that it was no longer working because I couldn't get it to turn on or whatever. And come to find out, it was the plug. The plug is kind of messed up, so you have to keep it like half in and half out of the socket, and it charged it right up. There is something going on with the power button. Like on the Nintendo DS, you have to push it up and it turns it on. Well, mine is a little sticky, so something got in there. I'm gonna mess around with some rubbing alcohol later and try to like clean it up and see if that fixes it. But I was really happy to get that back. I have a bunch of games, and then I have one of those hacked game cards that has like 500 different games on there. This one doesn't have 500 different games on there, but there's about 15, maybe 25 games on there. So I'm just like, yay, I got my Nintendo DS back. What else was I going to talk about? Yeah, there's just a whole bunch of hoopla. But anyways, I think I'm going to stop right there for now, just because I think this is a good jumping off point. And like I said, I have so much more that I want to talk about, but I just can't. I can't put it out. Like I can't get it out of my head yet. So, anyways, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comment section down below. And yeah, let me know. If you would like to sponsor me for one of these challenges, I would be so thankful for that. And, you know, doing these challenges keeps me accountable to myself and just makes me feel a lot better about what I am trying to accomplish in, like, just getting my health back on track and getting geared up for the walk that I want to do. So anyways, remember, you guys are doing the best you can with what you have available to you. And in a world full of Karens, be somebody who cares in the world. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys. Boop.